shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Gun. Shot. 11 Thomas. 12.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. It's Kelsey on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the 31, Burrow. A dump down to McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Giants at 2-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous...
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And he gets his down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught at the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 45 yards. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it with Henry. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The Giants and the Texans last year, if you go by the numbers, the 2 poorest offenses in the NFL. The Giants 31st in total yardage, and the Texans dead last.
Here we go. 11.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will have a Giants first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. A dump down to McKinnon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow caught. Kelsey, left side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Derrick Henry. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start thinking. Now quick hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker locker room. A little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
13.
From the 27, Jackson.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 2.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Out left to Dotson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Burrow. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Giants have the first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
He finds Watson. It's caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and goal from the 1. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Giants! Jerick McKinnon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play on this perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. It's complete to Cook. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Houston.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Inside handoff, Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Burrow on play action. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Now Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Josh Reynolds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, report! Report! Hey, report! Report!
Jackson from the shotgun.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Burrow looking to pass.
Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
2nd and 20.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Burrow finds his receiver, Watson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Jackson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him, mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Henry running right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his left. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll go option to the short side. Now Burrow loses the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Burrow will throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Burrow's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. There he goes, right side. The 40, 20, 10. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Burrow. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.